Can't figure out what caused the problem since I put in so many different ingredients. It seems both Jisoo and Jiwoo ate from everything in the bowl. I should take care of Jisoo first. He's throwing up. But wait, Jiwoo passed out. No, before that.
그만 먹어 얘들아.
I picked up the salad bowl from the floor. There must be no more casualties. My food experiment ended up costing me 1 cat and 1 rabbit. Strangely, Jihye and Jiyoon seemed fine.
지수야, 지우야, 미안해.
Thanks, Omek.
대체 뭐가 문제였지?
I couldn't figure out the reason for this. It's such a bizarre scene. Sometimes I wonder
지수 형,
if one of the writers for this
괜찮아?
game tried something like this before. I don't know. Like, how do you come up with such a random scene other than like, hey, let's have her almost poison and kill her animals? Why? I don't have personal experience with this, but it's kind of funny when you think about it. Sure, random writer.
아직도 속이 이상해. 죽을 것 같아. 야, 그게 대체
gosh.
무슨 음식이냐
Bye,
진짜. 그래도 형은 토하고 괜찮아졌지만 얼룩 토끼는 정말 죽었다 살아난 것 같은데. 닥쳐! 쥐인이란 게 그걸 음식이라고 먹이려고 해? 정신 나간 거 아니야?
I'm paranoid. Is this okay? That's still working.
나는 괜찮았는데.
Was it? Was it though?
도리님은 안에 있는 사과만 골라 드셨으니까요.
16th. Okay, that's what I thought. I have to make sure because sometimes people they say next week and they mean like no the week like coming up right now, not like next week. But yeah, I always like clarifying that.
그러고 보니 저 두 토끼는 왜 말짱한 거야? 작은 토끼는 사과밖에 안 먹고 큰 토끼는 브로콜리밖에 안 먹었어. 채, 편식하기는.
You make fun of picky eaters. Yeah, you're the one that almost died.
먹고 토하는 것보다는 낫지 않아?
Case in point.
사람이 아무거나 잘 먹어야지. 물론 음식이 안전하다는 전제 하에. 아니면 나처럼 아예 안 먹거나.
You didn't eat anything.
시끄러운 고양이 놈.
Wait.
망할 주인 다 마음에 안 들어. 다 짜증나. 야, 너 자꾸 짜증 낼래? 그래도 밥 주인이 우리를 위해서 만들어준 거라고. 물론 조금 위험하긴 했지만 난 일부러 우릴 챙겨준 마음은 고맙다고 생각해. 그런 독극물을 만들 바에는 차라리 안 만드는 게 세계 평화를 위한 거거든. 그래도 주인 누나가 열심히 만들었는데 넌 먹지도 않았잖아. 사과 더 먹고 싶어.
우리를 위하는 마음은 감사하게 생각하고 있습니다.
사과 먹진 않았지만 난 마음속으로 주인 누나한테 고맙다고 인사했다고. 제대로 된 음식을 만들어야 고맙다는 생각이 들지.
근데 밥 주인 좀 변한 것 같지 않나?
변하다니 뭐가?
예전에는 그냥 좀 기계적으로 챙겨주는 느낌이었는데 요즘에는 많이 다정해졌다고 할까?
확실히 좀 그런 것 같긴 해. 예전 같았으면
I think
안 됐을
I don't think nicer is the right word, but more caring. Cause she's always been nice. But there's a difference between being nice and like actually caring.
차라리 기계적이었을 때가 나아. 이젠 밥도 가려서 먹어야
Oh,
한다고.
quit your whining. You're fine.
하긴 주인 누나가 밝아진 건 토끼니 발바닥의 영향이 컸던 것 같아. 이 고양이가 진짜. 역시 그녀는 조금 변했어.
예전에는 없었던 마음의 여유가 생겼다고 생각합니다.
좋은 일이야.
Sure. Let's focus on trying to find some stamps and see how good the medicine is. And if I find it still sucks, we are going to load and go back to our working schedule. Oh, I left something at the art club room. I should go and get it and also draw some pictures while I'm there. Jisoo, do you want to come with? Unlike his normal self, Jisoo calmly stayed in the back and only blinked his eyes. I'm worried at how well behaved he is. I should hurry up and go to the club room and put Jisoo down. Jisoo closely observed my picture. Is he interested? I opened up the next page and showed it to him. He's observing it quite seriously. Seems like a good answer. Sure, we can grab this, this, and the stamp. Okay, I'm good. I'm not gonna complain. Did I do a good job today? The thought of wanting to study drawing further suddenly crossed my mind. But my wrist hurts since I've been drawing all day. Taking a bubble bath at home sounds like a good idea. Uh-oh. Oh, I think we're close to them becoming humans. Maybe. The summer beach is just packed with people. High school students on their scooters, people from other countries taking sun baths, families on vacation. It'll probably be like this until the beginning of September. I can see the crashing waves under the beach umbrella that I had rented. I want to go into the water, but I have to stay to take care of the animals. I could hear people screaming whenever a big wave came.
정말 휴가온 기분이 나는걸? 오랜만에 나와서 그런가?
I haven't gone on vacation since I began to live alone. I visited the beach only once when I was young. Mom didn't want to go into the water because she was afraid of getting tanned, and I played with Dad instead. I don't remember too well. It was such a long time ago. Back then, Mom was smiling. Mom was so beautiful and nice when she was younger. Jihei and Jiyoon are sitting under the shade, looking at the ocean. Jiwoo hasn't even come out of the basket. Jisoo and Jiyeon are running around under the sun. Actually, Jisoo is chasing Jiyeon, and Jiyeon is trying to run away. They look so cute. The pets got me to go out today. It would be a shame if I didn't show them this beautiful ocean. But I wouldn't have bothered to go if I were alone.
바다. 많이 보고 싶었는데.
Beaches in the summer are always lively and fun.
엄마, 이것 봐. 모래성이야.
This is making me miss Virginia Beach, I'm not gonna lie. A boy shouted at his mom. I turned around and saw a family eating lunch together. Family and the beach.
내가 만든 모래성이야. 꽤 잘 만들었지?
오, 아주 멋진걸?
No, I'm crazy.
도시락 먹고 해요. 계속 놀기만 하면 금방 피곤해져.
우리 집은 바다랑 너무 멀어서 아쉬워. 바다에 자주 오고 싶은데.
그러면 내년에도 또 오자.
정말?
아빠 말 너무 믿지 마. 여름이면 바쁘다고 휴가도 없는 사람이.
그래도 난 다시 올 수 있었으면 좋겠다.
아빠가 내년에도 휴가 낼 테니까 꼭 다시 오자.
정말이야? 아빠 최고!
We promised we'd come back the following year, but I never got to spend the summer with Dad again. Something furry suddenly hopped onto my lap.
주연아.
He must have come to me in order to avoid Jisoo. Jisoo gave Jiyeon a look and growled softly. Jiyeon's looking down on Jisoo with triumphant eyes. Jiyoon and Jihei, sitting together under the shade, looked at the cats as if to call them pathetic. Jiwoo folded his ears as if to silently protest against the cats' racket. What would these animals look like if they were human? They already have such interesting relations among themselves. The sudden thought made me smile.
그런 일은 없겠지만.
If they all turned into humans, things would be interesting. How would it feel if they looked at me, into my eyes, and talked to me like humans? Would I be able to feel as relaxed in front of them as I am now? Of course, it'll never happen. I think the funniest idea about, like, I would have loved to have seen this. What if she, like, just started, like, meticulously imagining what they would look like as humans, and they were all children? Like, they're her fur babies. So she's like, oh, what would they be like if they were human? And then she just starts imagining what they look like, but in, like, as children. I want to see art of these characters in, like, in children form. It'd be great. And it could have been her who drew them, and then they're just like, either she could be completely off from what they actually look like, or they could be like, oh dang, she's actually pretty close to what we looked like as kids. Oh, I would have, oh, this great content that could have happened. But if it does, things would certainly be interesting. You and me both, girl. Does it happen at the end of this month or the next month? I don't remember anymore. You think after playing this game 5 times over, I would remember when things happen. But of course not. Why would I ever? Is his highest stat art? I don't remember. But I know it needs to be like ridiculously high. Also, let's go look for stamps. Let's do the park again. We have so few options before humans. Should I go to the park to take a walk? I packed my sketchbook and looked for Jisoo. Let's go for a walk. Please tell me she bought a leash for him. I so want to see him on a leash. Huh? Jisoo. Oh no, she still puts him in the bag. Huh? Jisoo is fiercely moving inside the bag. He's twisting his body with my handkerchief in his mouth. Jisoo fell asleep in my arms. I love both options. I guess you like tree shades too. His sleeping face is so cute. I can hear Jisoo's heart beating regularly. Okay, I have to see the tickling though. Jisoo sneezed. His body quivered and then his eyes opened wide. And when he saw the foxtail, he waved his paw in the air to catch it. He looks so ridiculous. It's cute. Both are kind of positive in their own way, but I'm definitely going to go with this one. Okay. Now let's look for stamps and other goodies. Maybe I need more of the vision medicine thing. I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, I spoke too soon. Look at these stamps. Stamps and another mouse pad. You can never have too many mouse pads. As if he wants to go home, Jisoo went inside the bag by himself. He then bit the handkerchief again and twisted his body around. Having fun? It feels good to have made a fun memory with Jisoo. I should give Jisoo a bath as soon as I could. Oh. That didn't make much sense, but okay. She's like addicted to giving him baths. Like, is that his one character trait that he has? Is like, is always taking baths? What is this nonsense? Let's go out again though. Let's go to the beach this time, because I like the potential of finding pearls. Oh, I didn't read the thing. Oh, well. Same thing anyway, usually. Do you see that we're going to the... Oh, yeah, yep. See, it's all the same stuff. Let's stick with the wallet this time, because I noticed no heart raise. Well, you don't need to raise hearts anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I didn't notice anything when we went with the first one. Okay, let's go. Character stamps specifically, I should say. Oh my word! I have to make choices! No! We're gonna stick with the stamps. We're gonna... This is rare. We're sticking with that. Jisoo and I dipped our feet in the waters as we played at the beach. Oh, played made me tired. Let's go home and give you another bath, because I am vindictive like that, apparently. Oh my word. That is wild. 3 stamps and 2 pearls. Oh, I should have grabbed at least 1 pearl, but I was just so excited to see 3 stamps at once. That's such a rare sight to behold. Also, yeah. It's not human time, but... This is cutscene before human time. Ah! You finally get to see what Jisoo's route is like. Ah! School starts next Monday. Although, I did get pretty busy with various activities during summer vacation, too. I didn't expect the 3 months vacation to pass by so quickly. Sorry, I saw something weird on my Streamlabs, but I'm just crazy. I can't believe the 2nd semester of my senior year is here already. It seems like yesterday when I first entered school.
이제 곧 졸업이네.
I can't even think of what kind of work I would like to get into after graduation. So I'm planning to take insufficient credits for graduation so that I can attend school for one more semester. It sounds better to be called a college student rather than an unemployed person. I feel pathetic purposefully delaying myself from going into society, but I really don't know. My major doesn't interest me, neither does business, and I still don't know what I want to do. But I can't just get a job anywhere either. Others put off their decisions for the future by going abroad to study or studying at a law school. Am I going to end up becoming one of them? I became independent from mom and moved to Busan to avoid that exact situation. I thought that as time passes, I would be able to find my dream and live with passion. I thought I would someday find my calling. This is what I want to do. But that wasn't the case. A long time has passed and I still don't know what I want to do. So that's why I'm even more afraid that I'll be rejected by mom, by society, and eventually I'll be left behind alone. Another endless route begins tomorrow, and I don't have the courage to get out of that life yet. Our not so friendly neighborhood wizard!
드디어 결정을 내리셨군요. 너무 우울해하는 것 아닌가요? 게임의 클라이맥스는 지금부터 시작됩니다.
No, fourth wall breaking text again.
잘 자요. 나의 희롱이. 당신에게 드리는 이 선물이 부디 마음에 들길 바랄게요.
I want more text changes! I want more differences! But, look at his face! Oh gosh, what's gonna happen? I must have gotten a bad cold. Maybe because I was pushing myself lately. How have you been pushing yourself? You've literally been on summer vacation. I have a headache and a sore throat, and I even have a fever. When was the last time that I was sick like this? Come to think of it, I was often sick in high school. Why was that so? Stress. It wasn't that I was sick physically, just as I am now, but I cried a lot. Yep, still stress is the answer. Not because I was sick or hurt, but I think I cried even more because no one ever noticed that I was crying. I remember crying even harder and louder, as if I was really sick.
네가 제대로 몸 관리 안 하니까 그런 거잖니.
My mom thought that my body was just naturally weak. Looking back, I was fairly healthy, but my mom always blamed my weak stamina. She blamed me for not eating right and exercising enough. And those words would always hurt me. That's not what I wanted to hear. She never once asked how and why I was sick. If she had asked if she had shown some interest in me, I might have felt better soon. His meows are so fake. Jisoo strode into my room. He hopped on the bed and climbed onto my stomach. I could feel his weight. His eyes are sharp and pointed, but he is soft and warm. Feeling Jisoo's warmth, I slowly closed my eyes. That's the wrong text color. But okay. Jisoo is a big eater and sometimes acts silly, but he's cute in his own way. Whenever something happens to me, he comes to my side, just like now. I suddenly felt something very heavy pressing down on my chest. Of course he's gonna be right on top of her! Oh my word! Game, why? Oh my word. What? I can't breathe. Feeling suffocated, I opened my eyes and saw... a strange man! Okay, so he's obviously super attractive looking. Let's get that out of the way. But also, what the fuck? Everyone else's transformation happened in the daytime and was not weirdly sexual. Of course, Jisoo has to be the one that is physically on top of her. And is for, I think, it looks like he's pinning her wrists down. I don't think that's what's happening. I think she's just like, and he just has his hands on both sides of her. But the angle makes it look like he's pinning her down. And I'm just like, why? Why, Dandelion? Why? A guy was on top of me. A guy of my age. What in the world? I need to call the cops, like right now. Black hair and golden eyes. A face I've never seen before. I definitely haven't seen his face before, but it seems familiar. And I could clearly hear his heartbeat. But how about the cat ears that are right there and should probably be taken note of? No? Okay, we're going to talk about his heartbeat. What? Not knowing how to react, I simply stared at the guy on top of me with my mouth gaping in astonishment.
많이 아파?
Not really! The guy opened his mouth. Before I could answer, he reached out his hand to touch my forehead. Oh my gosh! I swatted his hand away.
누구긴 지수.
Jisoo? But that's the name of my cat. Does he want to say that he's a cat? Maybe I fell asleep because I was so sick, and I'm now dreaming. That's it. I even imagined recently how it would be if the animals are humans. Oh my word!
너는 날 지수라고 부르잖아.
고양이 지수?
She's like, wow, I'm dreaming of him as a human. That's weird.
고양이가 왜 사람?
My voice was trembling. This is too much, even for a dream.
고양이가 왜 사람이 됐냐고?
The guy, who claims that he's Jisoo, mimicked my words as if to mock me.
기야, 네가 내 실체를 불러냈어.
I could feel his breath on my neck. How close is he to your neck? He's so close to me, too close. What happened? Bad touch? My head felt as if it might explode. Seriously!
어?
Get the flip off!
내 위에서 비켜! 당장 비키라고!
I shouted, wriggling my body. I struggled with all my might to be freed from him.
가만히 있어.
The guy firmly Okay, so he's actually holding her wrist. Great! That just screams trusting vibes all around. Oh, the guy firmly grabbed my wrist and put his weight down on my body so that I won't struggle anymore. Our eyes met. I'm scared. Who is he? Where did he come from?
걱정했단 말이야. 바보야.
He gazed at me with serious eyes. Worried. Worried? Worried about me? My vision became blurry. Of all times, when I'm feeling weak and lonely, he was worried about me. But we've never met before. Did Jisoo really turn into a human?
놔주세요.
싫어. 내 이야기 들어줄 때까지는 안 놔줄 거야. 모처럼 원래 모습으로 돌아왔는데.
I can feel my body shaking now. A cat becoming a human. It can't be true.
정말 당신이 지수라는 거예요?
말했잖아, 지수라고. 너랑 같이 살고 있잖아.
I just noticed that his necklace was like hiding behind the scarf. That's weird. I feel like if that was sticking out, then she would be like, oh yeah, you are my cat. Weird. Is he telling me to believe that a cat actually turned into a human? But he's wearing weird clothes, something that I've never seen before. Is he doing what people call a costume play? Or a cosplay, if you will? And what does he have on top of his head? Those are cat ears! Thank you! She finally noticed. Black cat ears. They do look similar to Jisoo's black ears. When I peered at them, I could see them moving slightly. What? Are they real?
이게 내 뒷모습이야.
그럼 정말 당신이 지수라고?
You're my gluttonous cat, Jisoo. Even now she insults him. My word. Ah! Because of the moving cat ears in front of my eyes, I couldn't tell whether this was real or a dream.
그렇다니까. 고양이가 된 건 그 마술쟁이 때문이라고.
She's so mad. He's like, listen, lady, I'm trying to tell you.
마술쟁이?
In not the best way possible. But you know.
마술쟁이랑 한 계약 때문에 네 앞에서는 고양이 모습으로 있어야지.
So he became a cat with some magic? It's like listening to a fairy tale.
그럼 당신이 나랑 같이 살던 고양이 지수였다는 거예요?
그렇다고 몇 번을 말해. 나는 네가 사는 이 세계의 동물이 아니야.
그게 무슨 말이죠?
거기에 대해서 말해줄 수 없어. 그게 계약이라서.
계약?
What does he mean?
신경 쓸 거 없어. 중요한 건 앞으로 내가 이 모습으로 같이 지낼 수 있다는 거잖아.
아니, 그게 문제가 아니라 저는 당신이 지수라는 게 믿기지 않아서.
나야 나. 정말 모르겠어? 귀를 봐, 귀.
Look at my adorable ears! His ears twitched. They are exactly the same ears that Jisoo has. And Jisoo was lying on my stomach. And he also has the same golden eyes. And
목걸이.
the necklace that he's wearing is definitely Jisoo's.
그럼 정말 네가 지수란 말이야?
You've asked like 7 times. The answer is not gonna change.
아, 진짜라니까.
He stared at me with a serious look on his face. He doesn't seem to be lying.
그러니까 동물이 된 건 그 마술 같은 거에.
Honestly, girl, you just need to go to sleep. You just need to go to sleep.
정말 마술이라는 게 존재한다는 말이야?
있어.
It's like a fairy tale. It's hard to believe, but the twitching cat ears convince me.
마술이란 게 어떤 건데? 넌 대체 어디에서 온 거야?
미안. 아까 말했다시피 계약이란 것이 묶여 있어서 그걸 말하면 계약 위반이 되고.
말도 안 돼.
But it is actually happening in front of my eyes.
그래서 지금부터 계속 이 모습으로 있는 거야?
네가 원하면 고양이 모습으로 돌아가 줄 수도 있어.
Yeah, let's do that. That's less creepy. My head suddenly started to spin. I feel dizzy.
왜? 아파? 또 아파?
The guy asked with a worried voice, and he let go of my wrist. I collapsed into bed. Is it really Jisoo? As I thought so, I became less tense and started to have a headache. My head hurts and my face is burning.
너무 아파서 환영을 보고 있는 걸까?
아니, 난 환영 따위가 아니야. 하지만
You're not hallucinating, but you are sick.
네가 날 봐서 더 아프다면 고양이 모습으로 돌아가 있을게. 그러니까 빨리 나아야 돼.
I could hear his gentle voice as I closed my
아,
eyes.
근데 나 배고프면 아무거나 꺼내 먹을 거야.
By the way, gonna raid your fridge. He certainly speaks like Jisoo would, I thought. That's the first time this game ever bothered to put in I thought. Because it's so unnecessary. Because we know she's thinking this stuff. It's in the freaking text box. It's her point of view, her thoughts. We know this. Why does the game bother with I thought? It's never done this. Ah! And the room became quiet. I opened my eyes. Jisoo the cat was sitting right next to me. After seeing that, I closed my eyes again. I could feel Jisoo's warmth next to me. Feeling more relaxed, I fell into a deep sleep. It's morning. Come to think of it, it seems like something happened last night. Oh well. I suddenly remembered what had happened and quickly sat up from the bed. Jisoo! I looked around and saw no one. Dream? Was it a dream? Yes, it must be a dream. I stepped down from the bed. Despite having a horrible body ache last night, I felt much lighter this morning. I twisted my body around, but it didn't feel dizzy at all.
다행이다.
Being sick messes up my schedule. When I stepped into the living room, I became speechless at what was in front of me. 5 pairs of animal ears. Animal
잘
ears!
잤어?
Whee! And then everybody just hello.
Oh.
Turned into humans? This is too real to be a dream, but it's too much of a dream to be real. I didn't have to touch the 5 pairs of ears to know that they are real. Completely discombobulated, I just froze. I'm in a muddle here. No words are coming out of my mouth. How can this be? Their unique clothes and exotic looks are certainly not of this world.
저것 봐. 누나가 당황해하고 있어.
He knows my name? Orange hair, mischievous smile, pointy cat ears. Is he Jiyeon? He only looks about 18 or so. Maybe it's because of his orange hair, but he seems a little bit like a juvenile delinquent. Oh, you have no idea. The boy with white hair mumbled something in a quiet voice and ran toward a tall man. The tall man with silver hair held the boy up like they were used to it. Jiyoon and Jihei? So they were both male after all, even though you've been calling Jihei male consistently for most of the common route. Whatever. The white-haired boy who I assume to be Jiyoon is very poised.
많이 놀라셨나요?
Long silver hair and clear blue eyes. He must be Jihei. Seeing his rabbit ears on his head makes me feel like I'm dreaming. But he's like a moving porcelain doll. He is majestic.
치, 빌어먹을 마술쟁이 녀석.
The man who last night claimed to be Jisoo grumbled. His pointy ears were twitching a little.
에디, 저 고양이 방금 빌어먹으리라고 했어.
저렇게 크지 않도록 주의해 주세요.
Jihei spoke in a small voice, but it was loud enough for Jisoo to hear. Tension arose between Jihei and Jisoo.
다 들리거든, 귀족 토끼님들.
I like how this is the only real rivalry in the whole game. Like, you do not see any of the other boys get really mad, except for one scene with Spotted Rabbit, Jiwoo, and Jisoo, because Jisoo was like, "Hey, let's go hang out," and then Jiwoo gets mad because he thinks you're dating him, and it's like, no, that's not it. But otherwise, it's the only like real rivalry in the game, which is interesting now that I think about it. They all looked like friends when they were animals. Maybe they weren't that close.
동물 모습이었을 때는 다들 조용하기라고.
I think he's just pissy in general though, so. A boy with speckled / spotted rabbit ears, just like the ones Jiwoo has, spoke.
고양이건 토끼건 시끄러워 진짜.
그러는 너도 토끼잖아.
난 보통 토끼랑 다르거든. 이 갈색 털 안 보이냐?
그냥 그건 얼룩이잖아. 그래봤자 자기도 토끼인 주제.
너처럼 요란한 머리색을 가진 녀석하고는 말하고 싶지 않아.
Carrot Top. Seeing the quarrel like that made my head turn in circles. This is... All of this happened so suddenly, I have no clue as to what I should do. I have 5 guys in my living room.
그만 싸워 너희들. 밥 주인이 당황해하잖아.
Random quote, but okay. Food giver? Foo Fighters? A person who gives food? Does he mean me? Technically it's correct, but it sounds a little... The rabbit and the cat stopped quarreling and turned to look at me. I felt disconcerted with everyone eyeing me.
그러니까 다들 이렇게 변했다고?
응, 누나. 마법이 풀려버렸어.
Everything they're saying is just too hard to believe.
이제부터는 이 모습으로 계속 지내는 거야?
Even if there is such a thing as a spell, and even if these guys are aliens from another planet, I can't have 5 guys living in my house. Living together with 5 guys, what would people think when they find out? That cannot happen.
누나, 우리가 이렇게 변한 거.
Jiyeon's ears drooped. His eyes started tearing up.
그렇다기보단 6명이 살기엔 집이 좁기도 하고 또
또 뭔데?
또
뭐?
What would other people think if they found out?
멍청한 고양이. 같이 살면 그 일이 일어날지도 모른다는 거잖아.
My favorite short little segment right here. What did he just say? Did I hear him right? I cannot hide my shock.
애들, 그 비밀이 뭐야?
그러니까
잠깐
No, not the rabbits too.
밥 주인. 그 이런 걱정 안 해도 돼.
My face became so red that I was ready to explode.
넌 내 타입 아니니까 마음 푹 놓으라고.
Lies. That's not what I was talking about.
신뢰되는 말을 아무렇지도 않게 하시는군요.
누나, 걱정 안 해도 돼. 누나가 평범하게 생겨서가 아니라, 아무튼 우리를 믿어줘.
이런 코딱지만한 집에 갑자기 사람이 늘어나서 걱정인가 본데 특별한 일이 없을 땐 동물 모습으로 있을 거야.
Tiny house, but it's pretty big for one person,
아가씨,
but pretty tiny for 6 people. Lady? Me? The man who I assumed to be Jihei lowered his eyes.
최대한 아가씨에게 피해를 끼치지 않도록 하겠습니다.
Does that mean they're gonna keep living in my house?
잠깐 그러니까 너희들은 동물인 거야 아니면 인간인 거야?
Both.
그러니까 우린 어떻게 설명해야 할까, 토끼야?
나한테 묻지 마 이 멍청아.
You're supposed to be the smart one.
밥 주인. 우리는 인간 모습과 동물 모습 마음만 먹으면 어느 쪽으로든 변신할 수 있어.
잠깐
I cut Jisoo off.
너희들 대체 어디서 온 거야? 쥐구이는 맞니?
This is a drastic problem. This situation doesn't make any sense, but calm down. Take a deep breath. But no matter how much I try to calm myself down, people are not supposed to turn themselves into animals.
아니, 우리는 머나먼 곳에서 왔어.
머나먼 곳? 그게 어딘데?
Where is this far away that you speak of?
글쎄, 어떻게 설명을 해야 할까?
Everyone suddenly became quiet. It's as if no one wants to talk. It's as if I asked something I shouldn't have asked. They all look at each other, hesitating to talk.
누나, 그건 말해줄 수 없어.
Okay, Kat, is that
얘
you?
계약이거든.
No, I'm just losing my mind. I heard that from Jisoo as well. Rules? What rules?
계약? 그게 뭔데?
그것도 말할 수 없어.
왜?
그게 계약이니까.
Great. This is really frustrating. I have no idea who these guys are and where they're from. They won't tell me a thing. I have no idea what to do. I was living such an ordinary life. Why did such a thing happen to me? Why me of all people?
야, 너 우리가 싫어?
Well, you don't like me, so...
아니, 그런 게 아니라
But how could I so casually accept that my pets have turned into humans?
밥주인,
Jisoo looked at me with a concerned expression.
너희들은 왜 나타난 거야? 내 방 안에 너희들을 놓고 간 사람은 누구야?
그건 말해드릴 수 없습니다.
You can't even say that the wizard dropped you off? That sounds silly.
왜?
그게 계약이니까요.
That answer again.
왜 하필 나야?
Yes. Why is it me of all people?
그건 말이야.
Jisoo hesitated. I looked straight at him, waiting for an answer. Tell me, why did this happen to me?
넌 선택됐으니까.
Chosen?
그건 또 무슨 말이야? 누가
Jisoo avoided my eyes.
그것도 말해줄 수 없는 거야?
Jisoo nodded slowly.
누나, 화내지 마.
I'm just frustrated by the fact that they won't tell me anything. This whole situation is just too overwhelming. And it's not like I can talk to someone about this. I might come to terms with it provided they tell me everything. But they're all keeping their mouths shut like they have a secret pact among them.
누나, 우리 내쫓으려는 건 아니지?
Jiyeon looked at me with his big, sad puppy eyes. The right thing to do would be to kick these guys out and go back to life as it was before. I volunteered to take care of 5 small and helpless animals, not 5 guys. Though it may seem a bit harsh, I have no choice but to ask them to leave. To ask them to leave. Otherwise, I would never be able to return to my normal life. Yes, should go back to how things were before, as if nothing ever happened. How things were before. I won't have to waste time anymore. Instead, I'll be able to spend more time for myself. I can go back to my busy, everyday life. But is that really the life I want? I remembered how joyful my last 3 months in the company of the animals have been. Although I was busy and tired from school and after school, coming home to them relieved me of my exhaustion. I enjoyed thinking about what activities I'd do with the animals during the weekend. And even if the house got a little messy, even if taking care of them took away a lot of my time, I enjoyed having them. With them, I laughed a lot. With the animals, the old, boring, day-to-day life became fun. The animals that greeted me whenever I came home are these people. They are those animals. Actually, I don't want to go back to how things were before.
보자.
응?
밖에 나갈 때는 모자를 쓰거나 후드티를 입어서 귀를 가리는 게 좋아. 집에서는 큰 소리 내지 말고 저녁 때나 특별한 일이 없을 땐 동물 모습으로 지내야 돼. 이웃들한테 의심을 사면 안 되니까.
I'm either hearing my upstairs neighbor or something else. Cause I swear it keeps sounding like my cat's at my door, but then every time I look, she's not there. I don't know.
내 방은 자는 시간엔 출입
It
금지야.
could just be my roommate too, but I don't know.
밥주인, 그건 진짜 걱정하지 마.
Stop being so smug. That annoying cat.
그것만 지켜주면 당분간 여기서 지내도 괜찮아.
Why do I always drop my phone?
감사합니다.
걱정 마. 너한테 민폐 끼치는 일은 없을 테니까.
고마워
That
누나.
근데 후드티가 뭐야?
음,
Best things in the
나도
world,
몰라.
bunny.
그냥 고맙다고 해, 토끼.
Just takes.
토끼라고 부르지 말라니까.
도련님도 아가씨께.
고맙습니다.
I guess this is how things will be before I can come up with a good solution. Animals that turn into humans. No one would believe this. Let's just rest. Okay. Wow! Okay, so we'll probably have nothing. Oh! He's actually satisfied with me. Weird. I expected it to be a lot more difficult. Probably later on. Let's not jinx anything now.